Considering recent events that have transpired over the past weeks involving local Bahamian businesses, alleged electricity diversion, and power-saving devices scam, the Coalition of Concerned Citizens is alarmed by how Bahamian business owners have been treated by Emera Grand Bahama Power Company. Firstly, it's important that we emphasize that tampering with meters, electricity diversion, unauthorized connection to the Grand Bahama Power grid is wrong. Anyone doing such practices, we say to you to immediately stop. The CCC encourages power customers to find ways to use less electricity from the Grand Bahama Power Company. We believe that both businesses and residential customers need to implement every conservation methods to drive down the cost of electricity, including solar energy systems, efficient diesel and propane generators, and legitimate power-saving devices. The high cost of electricity environment created by Emera Grand Bahama Power Company has brought about disastrous effects on the economy. Increased cost of living, many businesses have closed over the years, many investments have been turned away from the island due to the high cost of electricity. The operation and profits of businesses have been adversely impacted. Countless number of people live without power. Recent allegations by Emera Grand Bahama Power Company levied against Bahamian businesses and the subsequent disconnection of the electricity service shows that the power company is disconnected from the Bahamian community in Grand Bahama. The power company, instead of first entering into meaningful dialogue with its long-standing customers, specifically the Cooper family, the Burrows family, the Simonet family, and the Sweden family, chose to have its customers arrested, disconnected their business electricity service, and then afterwards began talking. The CCC firmly believes that a 100% foreign-owned company like Emera Grand Bahama Power Company must treat Bahamian business owners with respect and dignity. We have met with the regulator, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, and have voiced our concerns, along with calling for a new protocol to be established with dealing with customers who may find themselves in similar predicaments. As a result of the mistreatment of Bahamian business owners, the Coalition of Concerned Citizens will be having a very important town meeting concerning Emera Grand Bahama Power Company this Thursday, April 4th, 2019 at 7 p.m. at the Grand Bahama Taxi Hall Union. The Taxi Union Hall, is located at on Airport Road, and we invite all businesses, citizens, and the public are invited to come and attend, and the CCC will be discussing topics such as the high cost of electricity, the treatment of Bahamians, customers by Emera Grand Bahama Power Company, the threats to the rights and dignity of Bahamians, and the CCC moving forward. Bahamians, let us unite together to work and fight for justice for Bahamians in Grand Bahama and the entire Bahamas. God bless the Bahamas.
Okay. Let me hear that all over again to make sure I got you.
Pastor Victor, you noted that you spoke with the regulators.
Yes.
In the discussions with them. How was that discussion?
Hold on a second.
Am I okay?
Beautiful. Go now. Go.
I need to improve on anything?
Go. You can go.
Okay. I can go now?
Yes.
All right. The meetings with the regulator went okay. It was a good meeting in terms of everybody coming to an understanding of the events that transpired and how it could have been handled a lot differently. And so our main purpose for meeting with the regulator was to primarily get a different protocol established when any customers find themselves in a similar dilemma, that the power company would handle them in a more customer friendly way. Because you have to take note of what happened. The power company found that they had a problem, an anomaly. So instead of calling the customer and say, we have a problem, they went and filed allegations with the police, naming these individuals. And it was leaked into the social media, we believe, by the power company. The day before, the company showed up on the premises of these businesses, spoke with the owners, and at that time telling them they have a problem. And they disconnected them at the same time. So the police arrested these business owners. And then the power company is talking with the customers. That doesn't make sense. Especially when you're dealing with a matter like this. It's obviously and there was the investigation wasn't completed. These were just allegations. That means that anybody, any company can go file what they believe is happening in a situation. And the police is going to arrest you, and then you start talking. That doesn't make sense. If you are my customer and we have a problem, we must talk. It's dialogue. You reconcile. You come to an understanding. This did not happen in this case. And then they targeted Bahamian businesses. And why? So that they could be made an example. And so that they can put fear and intimidation into the public, and especially Bahamian businesses.
Okay, start that piece over again. They targeted
Bahamian businesses in order with the purpose of instilling fear and intimidation into the business community and into customers in Grand Bahama. And we believe that that is corporate bullying. It is wrong. And the power company, because it's a 100% foreign-owned company, obviously they're employing tactics that I would have to say is not the way we do things in the Bahamas. And so the coalition is going to stand up for the rights and dignity of Bahamians. And in our town meeting, we will talk a lot about this issue and how we will move forward as a coalition. But we can say this, that our efforts now will intensify, and we will employ everything at our disposal to bring about justice in Grand Bahama.
I know you had done you had posted some letters to the minister, all of the different MPs. How was that for you?
We got an acknowledgement from the Prime Minister's office that they have received the letters, and that's it. No other response. And those were letters relating to residents who live in West and East Grand Bahama, who want to see the cost of energy lowered in Grand Bahama. They support a new power company coming in. They support the company being 100% Bahamian owned. They also support it being regulated by IRCA and not the Grand Bahama Port Authority.
So how do you feel that there's been the response thus far? Are you going to continue with your campaign?
We're going to continue with our efforts for West and East Grand Bahama. How I feel? I feel that Bahamians are not given the first place at the table. If you have a Bahamian company of Bahamian engineers who live on this island, who are qualified and have more qualifications and have more years in the power generation business, transmission and distribution than Emera has as a company in its years of existence, because they've only existed for about 19 years. And these guys, these Bahamians, have 35 plus years of experience. And if Bahamians are not given the first plate at the table when it comes to power generation, it becomes inconsistent with the government's policy. The government has made it known through its manifesto that Bahamians will they will encourage Bahamian ownership in the energy sector. And so we're concerned that Bahamians are not given first place at the table. We're concerned that a foreign-owned company is allowed to grow and expand on this island, and it has obviously disrespects Bahamian businesses and Bahamians. We good?
I know that you said
We have one.
the companies were targeted. Do you know of any foreign businesses were using this energy saving devices as well?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
There were some foreign businesses?
There is one foreign-owned resort that was not disconnected. Yeah. Now there's a difference there. that we know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have Mr. Otland Strawn.
Okay, turn the mic to learn more towards him. Okay.
My camera's good.
Yeah, I can look at everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name's Otland Strawn. I'm a local business operator here in Grand Bahama. And I would, in addition to what Pastor Victor has said, let me just add that for far too long, us as businesses and local residents have suffered to the hands of the Freeport power. We have lost equipment, we have lost damaged appliance, and we have gotten no result. To this I say enough is enough. In fact, we are left to go to the power company, we are left at the mercy of the power company to get a reasonable result. And to this, they find every reason and excuse as not to pay us for equipment and damaged appliances. We as a community need to unite behind the cause that the committee has taken up. And if we unite, we can demand that we have at least a consumer affair that we can report to, rather than us going to the power company, because the power company has lawyers. Recently I've seen them in court. Last month I was sitting in court, and 2 local residents there in front of the magistrate trying to get justice from the Grand Bahama Power Company for lost appliance. Many of us can identify with that. And to it, we get not 1 cent. We should have some consumer affairs set up whereby we don't have to go, we can take the calls to them and they go to the power company. The power company need to be investigated to see how many damages they have caused the local businesses and residents over the past several years. Perhaps we as a committee probably let the people come bring these reports to us before they take it to the power company, because I would like to say 99% of the time there's no satisfactory result. Enough is enough to this operation. The power is unclean that we're receiving. We are paying too much for it, and we have taken every means that they said that we can reduce our power bill. But to us, we are connected, but we are not using the power. When you go home, you look at to see what can you turn off. When you open your business, what can you turn on? That is the mode of operation. We cannot continue to operate like that. Many businesses you inquire that were operating in the Grand Bahama community, they've closed their doors. And the main cause you would hear if you go and search it out, it comes down to the high cost of the power. Something has to be done. Enough is enough. In other words, their citizens, if you speak with them, they would say they are raping us. Millions are leaving.
Definitely.
And we as a business, at the end of the year, very little profit, because the profit that's supposed to stay with us are going out of this country continuously. If there's no, as a business, we're supposed to be in partnership. there's no room to allow your what they call over when the one bill comes out and another one is not paid. They are sending you notice to put fear into you. Come, pay us today. Are you up for disconnection? This is not the mode of operation that the community needs. We need to, once we unite as a people, I believe we will get the results that we all are looking for. So to the power company, we are calling upon them to do the right thing. And this committee is going to hold them to be accountable to do the right thing. We are not going anywhere. Our doors, we have seen too many doors closed, and we're going to fight for those that fears upon them, or for whatever reason you're being victimized in Grand Bahama by this power company. We need to see changes. We need businesses staying open so that we can find jobs for our young people and jobs for the children coming out of school. Why are we taking on this fight? We are taking on this fight for every resident, every business, and for those to come after us. So, to Grand Bahama Power, reduce the cost. Homes paying $10 per kilowatt is much too much. I understood if they allow you to put solar in, and if you return power to the grid, they would pay you 10 cents per kilowatt. But they're charging us $10 minimum as a resident. Businesses are paying, I believe it's $35 or $45 minimum per kilowatt. And that can go up to $200 per kilowatt. Over the years, this cost fluctuates. Now, we've seen where the cost of oil has reduced. But if you check over the last 10 years, Grand Bahama Power is holding their costs, which means they are maximizing on the backs of local businesses. They are benefiting much too much, and we need some results. Yes, we are looking for other means to reduce our power in our homes, in our businesses, in our schools, in our churches. We just can't afford it. Enough is enough. Thank you very much.
I noticed you mentioned the consumer affairs. Don't we have like a consumer protection?
We have consumer affairs, but their scope does not include utility services. IRCA. IRCA is responsible for utility services, primarily electronic communication. I mean, television, radio, television, radio, and cable TV services, internet, and electricity. That's what IRCA is responsible for. When the Electricity Act of 2015 was passed by the former government, it immediately established that all electric utility companies be licensed under IRCA. So as soon as that law was passed, immediate licenses were issued to Bahama Power Light and to Grand Bahama Power Company. In 2016, a month after a memorandum of understanding was signed between the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority, if you remember, there was a review of the Hawksbill Creek Agreement. In that memorandum of understanding, one part of it was that the Port Authority would agree for moving towards ensuring that laws relative to utility regulations that are practiced in the Bahamas would also be adopted here in Grand Bahama. So there was just an understanding that, listen, we're going to move towards this. Let's look at it. Telecommunications here is under IRCA. Internet services here is under IRCA. Television is under IRCA. Radio is under IRCA. All of these things are under IRCA. Why is the electricity not under IRCA? A month after the Grand Bahama Port Authority signed that agreement with the government, this Memorandum of Understanding, the Emira Grand Bahama Power Company and the Port Authority filed an action in Supreme Court challenging IRCA's right to regulate the power company. It is in the courts now, and you would have heard the Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Minister Kwesi Thompson, make reference to that in a recent statement that he made on national television. All right, he made reference to this action. It's been in court since 2016.
Thank you.
I guess you go ahead, eh?
You have it on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, Loretta.
Quentin Laroto, Area Vice President, Grand Bahama, Bahamas Union of Teachers. Well, I'm just here to lend my support on behalf of the teachers in Grand Bahama to the endeavor, long fight that Pastor Victor has been in to try to bring justice for the Bahamians in Grand Bahama with respect to energy costs. We all know, and I think it's been articulated quite well, that lower energy costs is better for the community, it's better for the citizens, it's better for business. So there's no loss for anybody there. Maybe the profits of a power company, but for all of us, it's better to lower energy costs. And also, if we have a Bahamian company who can provide the services, who have the wherewithal to do so, I think it behooves us all and our government to give them every opportunity. We have to look at each other as competent and capable and able to do these things. And I'm very proud that a group of Bahamians are willing to step to the forefront and do for us what we've been relying on others to do so far. And so I'm here to lend my voice, any support I could give. My teachers will benefit greatly from lower energy costs. Salaries are not going up as fast as costs and taxes. And so if we could reduce significantly the burden, the economic burden placed on the society by reducing the cost of energy, I can't see anybody objecting to it who wants a better Bahamas.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nothing else. We have a emergency